have a new game for you guys today. It's called Grimguard Tactics, and I was sitting here wondering how I wanted to pose this to all of you. What type of gamers are actually the type of gamers that are going to enjoy this game? And then it came to me, and it was pretty obvious. This game is for people like me. People that are into those deep strategy style games that really are gonna make you have to think about your next move versus just reacting to things. I have been really enjoying this one, and this is actually the second time that I've featured on the channel because about a year ago, well, we played it back then too, and I enjoyed it then. But a lot since then has changed, so I wanted to come back with another video. And at any point in time, if you find this game to be something that you would enjoy, please download the game with my link in the description. It's going to directly support my channel, and thanks to Grimguard Tactics for sponsoring today's video. So this is an important one because really we've just seen the biggest update to Grimguard Tactics that has ever come to the game. There's a new campaign, new systems, and a completely reworked progression path. So what does that mean? Honestly, it means it's the best time to start playing right now. So what I want to do today is give you guys an overview of the game itself and then kind of work in a bunch of the new features that have been added to the game as of late. So as you can see on my screen here, I am a level 5. I've gone through probably about 6 hours of gameplay, and when we come on over and take a look at our battles and how far we've gotten, we are up to Act 5 as of right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are in 5, and things are starting to get difficult, and some of the enemies that we're facing, well, they're not pushovers. Inside of the game, you're gonna have a bunch of heroes. As you can see, I've got a bunch of them right here that I've worked up, geared up, and leveled up so that they can be efficient for me on the battlefield. All different classes, all with different abilities, some that synergize well together, others that you maybe don't want on the same team, and that's okay. Now you can level up your characters if you want to. You can even ascend them to get them to the next level as well, which is pretty awesome, and I think I should do some of that here today. As you can see, my Neva right here is already ascended. When you take a look, she is in the red. She is my highest of the high. She is looking good, and I really think that we should try and get someone else on the same level as her. Now notice I have some of my heroes that are red, or actually I should say one of my heroes that is red, a bunch of them are gold, and then I have a bunch of purples as well. I'd like to get another purple one up to a gold, if possible. So to do that ascension, you come on over here to ascend, you have the books in place, boom, ascended to the next level, progression is real, and now take a look, she is in the gold as well. I'm also gonna wanna level up a couple of my heroes right here. I'm gonna just drop it into right here, all into my strongest hero. Gonna do all of the investment right here. Is that a smart choice? We'll find out, because I just felt that it would be really wise for me to put all of the power into my most ascended hero overall. But now let's go take a look at the battles and see what one of these actually looks like. And as I mentioned, things are getting difficult. When you come to select a team, you are gonna select a team of 5. This can be modified if you want to. And as you can see, I have my go-to starting team here. And yeah, we're just gonna dive right into the battle, and hopefully we can pull in a win for you. Because like I said, this ain't easy. When you come to the battlefield, you'll notice that you're on a board. It's like a game board, and this is why I say this is a game for someone that's big into strategy, like a board game strategy type player. You're gonna like something like this. So what I wanna do is, I wanna take down as many enemies as quickly as I can to get through the different stages, or the different rounds. And I have all of my heroes here to do that. So let's come on over here and see if we can get this first kill. Nope, we got a weak hit on him. So let's see if I'm gonna go with everyone to try and take him out. And this is not easy. Okay. All right, we're going in with one of our ultimates right here, which did a good amount of damage and applied a stun. Now we're on the defense. They're coming in with their attacks, and now it's time for me to continue with mine. Let's see what we're gonna wanna go first. I kind of wanna take out this enemy right here. But he is another weak hit there. He is a strong hero that's really difficult to take down. Let's see if we can come on over here now with her. She's one of my stronger attackers as well. And I'm going to come here. Oh, nope. We're going to go right here. Take that down. And then we're going to come with him. We're going to come right. Nope. We have to go right here because we can only move where we're capable of moving on the battlefield. We can't just move anywhere that we want. We have to see and move to only the available tiles. We're going to come right here, here, and here again. Boom. Coming in with those strong hits. Now we're taking some damage from behind over here. Let's see, we got now 2 of the enemies on the map taken down. Oh my God, and I lost one of mine. Let's see if we can go, let's go right here. Damage, let's go right here. We're gonna come right over here, try and take him down. Didn't do it, but we came close. And here, we're gonna have to go and strengthen ourselves up. Here we go, shut this one down. That is over. Man, that was a difficult fight right there. And then this one right here, taking a strike. Can we do enough damage to take it down in full? Nope, we're not going to be able to. We got a position. Buff. We took a hit. This could be it. There we go. All right. Whew. It was a victory, but not a flawless victory, as we did lose one of our heroes inside of that match. Also, the game has some good amount of rewards. As you progress throughout the game, you get more stuff that you could then utilize to progress your account. And as you notice, every act that we have here, we'll notice it back here in Act 3, there's rewards that I just didn't even claim yet. So coming on over here, you click on the book, the rewards are claimed for you. Beautiful stuff. I think that's it for this one, but we have a little bit more rewards that are hanging out here in Act 5, where we just were, and we're gonna go collect more over there as well. Here we go, and boom. I'm just trying to say that the game is generous in the rewards it gives. Now, we also have expeditions where you could send a bunch of your stagnant, idle heroes that you don't really use on missions, which can give you more rewards. This is actually really nice because it's kind of an AFK way for you to progress your account while you're not there, hence the word AFK. But it's not really doing anything that makes you feel like it's an AFK game, because in no way is it actually. But we could send a bunch of our guys out here on a mission. They're gonna go and get dispatched. You could upgrade these green guys if you want to. I am just personally going with them as it is for right now. Maybe we'll get them upgraded over time. Send those expeditions out so we can have more rewards in an hour or 3 hours, depending on the ones that we chose, at least at this point in time. Now take a look at this recruitment center here. We can basically pull for new heroes, and that's actually pretty cool as well, giving us a bunch of rewards. You have the chosen recruit, you have the exclusive recruit, the living legends recruit, chaos recruit, and the might recruit. So I'm gonna go here. We have 34 pulls. Let's go with 5 pulls right here so you could see what the pull looks like and see if we could pull anything really good out of it. We'll see what we got, because I have done quite a few pulls already. We got ourselves the guard. What else are we gonna grab here? All right, all greens right there. So that was not the pull we wanted to get. Let's go right here and go for this one. And as you can see, the odds are there. Out of 80 drops, you're gonna eventually get the one that you wanna get, that you're trying to get. Oh, there's Yori right there. Nice pull, nice pull. Okay. I'll take that all day. That was a very solid pull right there. Subclass discovered, brand new one for me right there. We're out of the pulls that we could do there. We could do more pulls here, except for I think, yep, our hero slots are full. So what you then have to do is with some of your heroes is you need to retire them. And you're gonna get these materials that you can utilize for upgrading other heroes. But in the meantime, some of them just gotta go. They take up space, they gotta get retired. They're utilized in other ways as materials for other upgrades. There's also an arena where you can go and fight against other players, which is actually really cool. I like the PvP element that these types of games have. Brings another depth, another level of strategy. So we're not gonna dive into the Arena of Legends here today, but maybe we will in our follow-up video that I'm gonna have for you guys in probably a week's time. So make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss that video coming out soon. So the campaign that I just shared with you, it's been completely reworked. It's not how it used to be. The tutorials are more streamlined. They're easier, less clunky, and it's gonna allow you to learn the game more quickly, which is nice because you don't wanna fall out of love with the game when you first start playing. They got more cutscenes and stuff, which for some people, they love that. I personally don't care about cutscenes, but they're better now. And we're gonna need to make more tactical decisions early on inside of the game, so it's less just smash things and more figure out the right way to smash things. You always know where to go next. There's no part of the game where you're sitting there saying, I don't know what the next move should be, or I don't know what I should be doing next. And as I mentioned a few moments ago, the rewards that you're getting inside of the game now are just prime. Yeah, there's a lot of rewards. Overall, the game just seems cleaner. It's more rewarding for the things that you do complete, and it's honestly way less confusing for new players or even casual players. Now, there is a new dungeon system as well inside of the game, which we should probably talk about a little bit. Now, notice we're starting out on one of the first dungeons here utilizing the green heroes, so not the ones that we've spent all of our time upgrading and invested everything into. We're going with the more basic guys here, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Now, as you would expect from dungeons, you're gonna have escalating difficulty. So as you progress further down the dungeons, they're gonna become more difficult for you to complete. That makes sense. You're gonna get better rewards as you go, but there's actual risk. Like, the dungeons are not just easy to push through. You could actually lose these things, and you don't wanna take those risks, or at least you wanna be smart so that you don't lose. Like me, room cleared, let's go. But you do need to prepare your loadout before you go in. You're gonna need to bring torches so that you could see and survive, and you're gonna wanna bring along some camping supplies so that you could recover mid-run. And here's the catch. If you die, you lose everything. And torches are the core mechanic. Every room starts out lit, but the light fades every single round. And once the lights go out, difficulty spikes hard. The stress is gonna just build fast for you. Let's go, another room cleared. You can reduce stress at the camp, or you can heal it later on inside of the hospital. Honestly, the new system of the dungeons makes it feel more strategic. You got that risk versus reward because you could lose everything, and it's actually intense. Now, I already kind of talked about expeditions a little bit ago, but this is a nice addition because you could send your militia out to do work while you're gone. It's passive progression, but with strategy, and you could choose missions based on the duration, the rewards that you get, or the requirements of that mission itself. And your militia matters, like their roles, their alignment, even their origin. So you could just dump them in as I did, or you could be more strategic on how you place them on those missions, and they'll probably bring back more rewards for you. You should be checking these daily because they will always be refreshed, and essentially they're free rewards for you to get passively from the game. Now let's talk a little bit about the Paragon system. Although I have not had it unlocked just yet, I do have some details on it that are quite exciting for those of you that maybe are planning to unlock it even before me. Now, you have to complete the campaign on nightmare difficulty to get there, then you'll unlock this Paragon system, which introduces a brand new currency, Astrum. It's earned by defeating act bosses and playing purgatory mode. That sounds hard. And this is where builds are gonna get crazy, because you invest Astrum into constellations. These are gonna give you stat boosts and passive effects, and they apply to all heroes aligned with that sign. So now you're not just building up characters, you're building up entire play styles around that character. Now that purgatory mode that we mentioned, yeah, that's endgame, because after you complete the campaign, you unlock this purgatory mode, which essentially is when you're stuck in between heaven and hell. Doesn't sound like the best place to be, but I'm sure it's fun. It's basically an endless challenge mode, and it has consistently changing conditions as well. Each run has buffs, debuffs, and global modifiers, meaning you have to adapt every single time. Basically, this is designed to push your strategy, to test out your builds, and its rewards for some of those top players. And I really like that Grimguard Tactics here is not only trying to focus on new players and new player acquisition, which of course is important, but they don't forget about those end game top level players. There's still things for them to push towards. Overall, the things that we discussed here today completely changes the game. It's a more rewarding, more strategic, and honestly just a more fun gameplay experience. If you love deep strategy and you're up for the challenge, use my link in the description to download Grimguard Tactics right now and to support my channel. Then you'll begin your journey in Terranos. Thanks again to Grimguard Tactics for sponsoring today's video.